Hi skaters, Natasha here, sports dietitian. Let's talk about nutrition for travel. So first off, it's very important in preparation for travel that you make sure you have everything you need. We're going to start with making sure we are properly hydrated up to 24 hours before you even take off. So it can take up to 24 hours to properly hydrate. How do we know we're properly hydrated? Well, we're going to start with making sure we're drinking anywhere from, depending on our age, and our height and our weight, anywhere from 2 to 3 liters of total liquid a day. Okay, and this is going to be in small sips throughout the day. Some of the younger skaters may need about 1.5 liters. And we're going to look at the morning urine tint. So is the morning urine pale yellow like lemonade first thing in the morning, or is it darker like apple juice? It's important to remember this, especially if you're flying, because flying will increase dehydration. And when we're dehydrated, we can lose up to 30% of our overall performance capacities in terms of power, reaction time, endurance capacity. We're talking about the ability for focus, concentration, and skill execution as well. So we want to also bring things with us. If you're flying, I often recommend that you bring an empty water bottle. The reason we're going to do an empty water bottle is so that once you go through security, especially here, let's say you're in Moncton, you're local, then you want to be able to fill your bottle up at the fill station on the other side of security, so you can bring that water with you. It's important as well to even bring an extra water bottle if you will be staying in a hotel room, even if you're driving somewhere, so that you can have that with you. At school, I recommend you have an extra water bottle in your locker, so that if for a certain reason you forget your water bottle or your water bottle breaks that day, you can actually have a plan B. Very much for the plan Bs. Another plan B, especially when traveling, you might be out of your routine, you might forget to properly hydrate, and you don't want your performance to be lacking. So this one's the Pedialyte, it is the Pedialyte stick. There's also Hydrolyte, Gastrolyte. So these are sort of pharmacy products that you can buy in store, that you can buy at the pharmacy, and they are developed to treat dehydration caused by diarrhea and vomiting. So they're made to treat dehydration very, very quickly. So if you realize that you didn't drink enough water, or you are dehydrated because of a flight, if you notice that your urine is dark when you wake up in the morning, this is a good plan B. You open it up, add it to about 250 ml or 8 ounces of water, and this can help you once you sip at it. Your liquid should always be sipped. You should never chug, or you will not absorb it properly. Other things that you can bring, other plan B options that again you can keep in your locker, you can keep in your skating bag, but you can also bring on the road with you that does not need to be refrigerated. We're talking about options such as Cliff Builder bars, Gatorade protein bars. For those younger athletes who don't need a full 20 grams of protein, there's also the RX bars. Those have nuts as well though. So depending on what your needs are, you need anywhere from 12 to 25 grams of protein. We're looking at about a 0.3 grams per kilo body weight. And we're gonna take this protein bar, which has about 20 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbs. That's not a sufficient amount of carbs for the ratio, okay? We want 2 to 3 times more carbs than protein. So maybe you're taking this and you're actually taping it to the applesauce. And so you know that these two need to be consumed together, okay? That could be the type of snack that you bring when you're traveling. You might just have a little bit of each at a time. You might have half of it an hour to an hour and a half later, you'll have another little bit. So it all depends on what you are able to tolerate, what your stomach's telling you. It's important to listen to our bodies, but that can also be something you leave in your locker or in your bag, and when you need it, it's there. You can also bring nuts, which can be combined, obviously not this full container, but a smaller bag of it combined with applesauce, combined with a fruit to go bar, a dry fruit bar. It could also be combined with just dry fruit that you've mixed together with it. Another option, if you're requiring a little more carbohydrate and even more protein, is to combine it with a normal Cliff bar or with a normal granola bar. So the importance is to get the protein and the carbs. Other options, which you cannot necessarily bring on flights, but you can buy at destination, and you can definitely purchase and bring with you if you are traveling, by car or by bus is we're talking about the Ensures or the Boost type of meal replacement. So what happens here, this one has a 20 grams of protein with about a 50 grams of carbs. So this is like a complete meal. We don't want to chug it or we will have stomach pains. If you made your calculations, if you weigh less than 100 pounds, then we definitely don't want to get the 20 grams of protein. We might need something closer to a 12 grams of protein and a 30 grams of carbs, something like this, which could be a good plan B for a snack. So these are the kinds of things, again, keep in your skating bag, keep in your locker, and if you need it, it's there. Now, if you're going out, eating at a hotel, let's say, we want to make sure that our plate is properly balanced. We're always looking at that plate: protein, whole grains, and fruit or vegetables. Sometimes there's no whole grains. That's okay. White grains are better than no grains at all. It's important to give fuel in the gas tank to burn than for your body to burn your muscle. So balancing that out is going to be important. There is no food to avoid in life. However, I will suggest that you limit foods like sausages and bacon that might be at a breakfast buffet in the 3 to 4 hours before you have to be on the ice to compete, because, or maybe if you're going for some sort of a clinic, because this will take a lot longer to digest. The fat will slow digestion and you don't want it to come back up. You also don't want to feel as if you've just had a turkey dinner and you just want to sleep, okay? Now, if you're stopping at a convenience store, whether that be to gas up and maybe you want to grab something, you can find a lot of good options there. Again, protein and carb combo. You can often buy fruit there or granola bars or pretzels for the carb content, and you can get boiled eggs, you can get cheese, cheese strings even are good options there. You can get nuts there as well. And if you want a combination of all of it, something like a chocolate milk is a really easy way to go. This is a 3-to-1 carb to protein ratio. This one would be about 16 grams of protein with about 60 grams of carbs. So this could replace a recovery meal, let's say, and is a quick grab. That being said, there are newer types of milk out there, like the high protein milk, the ultra filtered milk, like the Fairlife, that has protein, but there's no carbohydrates in it. So just be careful there that you are not overdoing the protein and underdoing the carbohydrate. So make sure to look at those ratios. Again, nutrition is a science, not an opinion, and have a great day.